All right, let's be real for a moment. How many of you have started a diet, a new workout routine, or even a business idea, only to throw in the towel after just a couple of weeks or days because your willpower was nowhere to be found? Raise his hand. Yeah, we've all been there. We've all felt that rush of excitement when starting something new. The gym membership that feels like a fresh start. The new planner we swear will stick to this year. The diet we promise will follow forever. And then, like clockwork, somewhere down the road, life gets in the way. You skip one workout. You eat that slice of pizza. You get sidetracked. And before you know it, your dreams of self-discipline fall into the maybe next month pile. But don't worry, because today we're going to talk about the elusive, magical, and occasionally frustrating concept of self-discipline. I promise by the end of this video, you'll be so fired up to stick to your goals. You might even say, self-discipline? Pfft, easy. Stick around because by the end, you'll know the exact steps to stop feeling like a slave to your goals. And instead, you'll actually start owning them. Let's jump into it. Step 1. Understand what you're really up against. All right, before you can even think about building self-discipline, we need to talk about expectations. You see, self-discipline isn't some magic pill you take and bam, you're suddenly the most productive, laser-focused person in the room. It's a skill you have to build, and spoiler alert, it doesn't happen overnight. What you're really fighting against is the constant battle between your instant gratification and your long-term goals. Your brain wants to take the easy route, right? Netflix, chocolate, napping, and you can't blame it. Those things are designed to feel good now. Your brain is hardwired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Why would it want to get up at 6 a.m. for a run when it could just binge watch that show you've been meaning to finish? Exactly, it's easier. But here's the thing. Instant gratification feels great in the moment, but it's a trap. It doesn't get us closer to our bigger dreams. You can eat that pizza today, but when you're looking in the mirror next month, you won't see the results of a healthy diet. You can binge watch Netflix all night, but your business isn't going to magically build itself. So, the first step is understanding that the world around us is literally set up to make us distracted. The shiny objects, the distractions, the scrolling, we've got to be aware of that. When you decide to be disciplined, you're basically telling the world, no thanks, I'm too busy building my empire. It's not about denying yourself fun, but rather about learning to delay that fun for a greater reward down the line. If you can master this shift in mindset, embracing the challenge of long-term reward over short-term satisfaction, then you're on your way to building that self-discipline. Step 2, start small and build momentum. Look, here's the thing. No one wakes up and immediately runs a marathon. You don't go from 0 push-ups to 100 in a single day. In fact, you probably wouldn't even make it through 10. But hey, we're not here to judge. Wing's self-discipline doesn't require you to take huge leaps right off the bat. In fact, that's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They jump into the deep end thinking they can swim across the ocean without learning to float first. It's a disaster waiting to happen. So, the second step is all about starting small. You can't build a skyscraper on sand. You need a solid foundation. That means setting tiny, bite-sized goals that you can actually achieve. Think of it like building muscle. You don't start with the heaviest weights at the gym. You begin with light dumbbells and work your way up. Each little win, no matter how small, adds to the strength of your discipline. Maybe it's just getting up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow. Or maybe it's doing just one push-up or writing one paragraph. But here's the secret sauce. When you take small actions, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, and your brain associates the task with reward. So, you start building momentum. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. At first, it's tiny and insignificant, but with every turn, it gains more and more momentum, eventually becoming this unstoppable force. Small wins keep adding up, and you'll start to feel like you're on fire. And trust me, once you achieve those small wins, you'll start feeling like you're unstoppable. And that's when the magic happens. You'll want to level up your goals, and before you know it, you're working on that marathon or that business, or that novel you've been dreaming about. Step 3, develop a why that's stronger than any temptation. They'll show up at the most inconvenient times. Like when you're halfway through your workout and you think, you know what would be so much better than this? A giant sandwich. We've all been there, haven't we? But here's the trick. When your why is stronger than your temptation, the sandwich loses. Yeah, that's right. Your why is your ultimate motivator. It's the reason you're getting up early, the reason you're sweating it out at the gym, or pushing through that long day of work. And I'm not talking about some wishy-washy, I want to be fit type of why. I mean, why do you want to be fit? Is it to have more energy for your kids? Is it because you want to feel confident in that suit or dress? Is it because you want to crush your goals and look back in 5 years and say, I did that? Your why needs to be deep enough that it can't be swayed by the fleeting temptation of a bag of chips. If you're trying to get fit, what's the deeper reason behind it? Is it about feeling strong, confident, or healthier? Or is it about being able to keep up with your grandkids someday? When your reason is deep enough, nothing else can distract you. So, get crystal clear on your why, because that will always keep you grounded when distractions come knocking. It'll be your anchor when the storm of temptation hits. When you're tired, when you're feeling lazy, or when you just want to quit, your why is what will keep you going. Step 4. Make the process enjoyable. Let's face it, if something feels like a chore, you're probably not going to stick with it. So, let's talk about making the process enjoyable. I know. It sounds a little too good to be true. But hear me out. When you enjoy the journey, you'll stay motivated to keep going. So, how do you make the process fun? Well, you can start by finding ways to enjoy the small steps. Maybe you make your workout playlist so fire that you're dancing between sets. Or maybe you celebrate your small wins with a little treat, like a movie night after hitting your weekly goal. Make it fun. When you pair a task with something you enjoy, your brain is more likely to repeat the behavior. For example, maybe you're trying to get up earlier to work on your side hustle. Instead of dreading it, make your morning routine something you look forward to. Maybe you have a hot cup of coffee and listen to your favorite podcast while you work. Maybe you reward yourself with a nice breakfast after a productive morning. The goal is to make the process enjoyable so that you're not constantly dragging yourself through it. Plus, the more you enjoy the process, the less you'll feel like you're forcing yourself to work. You're actually going to look forward to the task, and that's when self-discipline becomes effortless. When you enjoy something, it stops feeling like discipline and starts feeling like something you just do. And that's the sweet spot. Step 5, build a routine and stick to it. If there's one thing that really builds self-discipline, it's consistency. You want to know the secret to self-discipline? It's routine. Seriously, when you do something over and over again, it becomes second nature. You don't have to think about it, you just do it. And that's what makes it easy to stick to your goals. Start by designing a routine that works for you. It could be waking up at 6 a.m., meditating for 10 minutes, writing for an hour, and then hitting the gym. Or maybe it's making a cup of coffee and writing your to-do list before starting your day. It doesn't matter what the routine is. What matters is that you follow it consistently. The power of routine is that it takes the decision-making out of the equation. You don't have to spend time thinking, should I work on my side hustle today? You just do it because it's part of your routine. And the more you stick to it, the less effort it requires. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't have to motivate yourself to brush your teeth, right? It's just something you do. When you follow your routine, you begin to condition your brain to expect certain actions. Soon enough, you won't have to force yourself to work. It'll become a habit, and habits are like autopilot for your goals. It's no longer a struggle, it's just your default setting. Step 6, embrace setbacks, but don't let them stop you. Let's get something straight. No one is perfect. You're going to mess up. You're going to miss a workout. You're going to eat that donut. You're going to forget to plan your day. And guess what? That's okay. The key to self-discipline is not about being perfect. It's about getting back up after you fall. So, when life throws you a curveball, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And move forward. Self-discipline is about persistence, not perfection. So, when you slip up, it's not a sign to give up. It's just a chance to prove to yourself that you can keep going. After all, the journey to success is full of ups and downs. It's how you respond to those setbacks that will determine your ability to stay disciplined and continue on the path to your goals. Step 7. Reward yourself, but not too much. Okay, so we're halfway through the video, and I know you're probably thinking, wow, this is all great advice, but can I get some rewards for my hard work? And I'm here to say, yes, yes, you can reward yourself. But here's the thing. Rewards are a great motivator, but they need to be earned. When you crush a goal, whether it's hitting a milestone or completing a tough task, reward yourself in a way that's meaningful. Maybe it's a cheat meal, a day off, or watching your favorite show. Just make sure your rewards don't undo the progress you've made. For example, if your goal is to eat healthier, reward yourself with a movie night instead of a pizza. It's all about finding a balance between celebrating your progress and maintaining the discipline to stay on track. Conclusion, keep going no matter what. By now, you've got a solid foundation on how to build self-discipline. But here's the final piece of advice. Just keep going. There will be days when you're tired. There will be days when you want to quit. But in those moments, remember why you started. Lean into your routine and remind yourself that self-discipline is the key to creating the life you want. So, let's make a promise right now. No matter how tough it gets, no matter how many distractions pop up, you're going to stick to your goals. Because self-discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about staying committed. Now go out there and crush those goals. You've got this. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button if you found this helpful. Subscribe for more awesome tips, and let's build that self-discipline together. See you in the next video.